Butter tree.
Holiday party.
Spicy nuts.
Have a holly jolly snack book. It's the best time of the day. Eat some snacks and have some laughs and go on your way. Holly jolly snack book. I don't know how to end this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting on the bench. Writing's really hard. We need another snack. And that is just a fact. Oh.
Hi, this is Shauna.
And this is Trisha.
And this is Two Girls on a Bench.
The podcast.
So, welcome to the bench. We write on the bench.
We snack on the bench.
And most of all, we procrastinate on the bench.
Or near it.
Or like in a chair.
In the general vicinity of the bench on a chair.
Hey, everybody. It's almost the end of the year.
It's the most craziest time.
I know.
of the year.
It's like a race now to the end.
I need Xanax and wine.
That was good.
Right?
That was a good off the cuff.
And then I'll be
litany.
fine.
Well, today we're really gonna focus on the true meaning of the season, which is butter.
Butter makes everything better.
Butter.
Better with butter. Is that like a theme song?
I don't know.
Oh, is that the Land O'Lakes theme song?
I feel like it's something, but I can't remember it. So we have a big snack book today.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. You may have seen a preview of it on our Instagram story.
It's intense.
It's intense.
So we're ready for it.
We're excited to eat it.
And I
I'm
know
hungry.
I'm really hungry too. I haven't eaten yet today.
Me either.
And then we have a writing prompt, and then we have a bunch of like news
Yep.
to share and like some I don't want to say cleanup, but some
cleanup.
Like, because we like forgot to read somebody's thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, some more apologies from the bench. In addition to apologies to those with August birthdays that are awesome. We love you.
Oh my God, so funny. It's the best.
Yeah, clean up our own mess.
Clean up our own bench. I'm going to brush off the bench.
We're
All right, I'm going to
backtrack on the bench.
I'm going to do a quote, and then we're going to get into a bunch of stuff. So this is a great quote from a great man.
Oh.
Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Dr. Seuss is
Yay.
from The Grinch. And I know not everyone celebrates Christmas, and we celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're going to just go for the Christmas, but we send much greetings to everyone else for all the other celebrations that occur this time of year and throughout the year. I mean, a lot of religions, like, their big time is not now. You know?
Yeah.
And so, like...
Well, just in the spirit of giving, people tend to, obviously there's more giving happening around, like, November, December, January, it feels like.
Yeah.
But I think that quote's good for all year round because it's not about the stuff.
Yeah, and
ever.
It turns into being about the stuff so much.
It does, and it's hard.
But it's like, it's kind of fun. I don't know, because I like giving gifts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just telling you, like, I got something cool for Lucy. Like, I get really excited about, like, finding, like, a fun
like
thing.
the perfect thing.
Yeah, or not just the perfect thing, but, like, the thing that I know that person's going to love.
Well, like, last year for your birthday, I bought a dictionary page that was like authentic with a quote on it about tea, and I had that for a year because I found it and I wanted to save it for like your birthday. Like I was so happy about it. I was so excited about it. I almost gave it to you like a million times. But that's like the kind of gift you love, where you're like, I found the perfect thing.
I can't wait for you
for someone that doesn't
I got
need
your kid
anything else too. It's like we have everything. Like I don't need dishes or I don't need tchotchkes, and neither do you. And
you don't need socks, but I gave you some.
So many socks.
I know.
It's okay.
It's okay. Sometimes you have to overblow it with that a little bit. But anyway, thanks, Dr. Seuss. I love the Grinch. I love the old. It's weird that it's like the old vintage Jim Carrey one now. But I was like watching it with the kids, and I was like, this is his best work.
We love it.
It is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite.
Did we talk about it last week?
We talked about it with each other. I don't think we talked about it on the podcast.
I feel like I had this conversation already.
You did. You told me about it.
I love it.
It was just me.
It's freaking funny.
It's like one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies. Besides the Truman Show, that's I think my other Jim Carrey I like that one. Where he's like getting spied on.
Yeah, he's like living his whole life and it's like a lie. Yeah.
I just like that movie for the concept more so than him. But anyways, that was a weird tangent. Speaking of movies, transition.
Yes.
We have a friend named Andrew who has a little podcast called Friday the 13th, and his focus is usually on horror movies. And he submitted to the Bench Right Club last week, and I totally missed reading his submission. So, Andrew, we're sorry. We love you.
It's all Trisha's fault. She's a total asshole. I'm so sorry.
I am such a dick. So, anyways.
Just kidding.
Here's
Shauna throwing Trisha under the...
Do you want to read it, or should I want me to read it?
You read it.
Okay. So, thank you for your submission.
We're just kidding. Thank you so much. Sorry we missed it.
Bench Right Club the theme was to rewrite the first six lines of the Night Before Christmas.
Twas the Night Before
Christmas, and we had a bunch of submissions. It was super fun. That's episode 39 if you want to hear what people sent in.
And it's still fun.
It's still fun,
Friday. It's still fun.
Don't worry. All righty, Andrew, here you go. 'Twas the night before rituals when all through the compound the creatures were stirring, but was anything but a mouse. The nooses were hung by the gallows with care, in hopes that our Savior soon would be near. The acolytes were nestled all snug in their faith, while visions of ascending danced in their heads.
What?
So this is like cult-based?
I was just going to say it's a scary cult one.
Yeah, I like it.
Love it.
So thank you, Andrew. And you have been officially Bench Right Club shout out.
Did it. Good work.
Done.
I kind of want to hear the rest of that story.
I know. Send us the rest. All right.
It's a little interesting.
So, if you don't know, if you're new to the show, once a month we try to have a Bench Right Club where we put out a writing prompt and we ask for submissions by a certain date. You email that stuff in, and then if it's huge essays, we usually pick a couple lines to read of everybody's. If it's something short, we'll try and get everybody's in. But it's just a way to participate with other writers. Do a quick 3-minute prompt. Yeah. Not a big commitment, but you get...
Or we did like a 6-word one. Yeah. Or like this one was 6 lines. So it's usually we try to stick with the 3-minute thing, but we've been getting creative with it, which is like fun too.
Well, also because some people can write a lot in 3 minutes, especially if they're typing.
I know.
They can write like a whole page or 2. And so that's a little bit too, like we're going for more brevity so we can...
We're going for like a paragraph.
Yeah, so we can get everybody included and then hear the unique ideas that come from the same prompt. Everybody goes all different directions.
I don't think anybody else talked about nooses and 'Twas the Night Before
Nobody
Christmas.
else did a noose.
That was a new idea. There was a dead Santa.
And there was a Michael Myers one.
Oh, yeah. There was a horror
the
one.
Scream guy.
Yeah.
So, anyways. But anyways, that's just to catch anyone up who's new. That's what we do. And whether you're a writer, you just enjoy writing, maybe you haven't written in a while, whatever. Just, pick up a pen. You got to start before.
Just do it, everybody.
Something won't happen unless you start. Wasn't that like a quote?
There's a lot of quotes like that. Like, just write something.
Write it, bitch.
Write it, bitch. That's our quote.
That's our quote. That's from the bench.
So do all the business.
Okay, other news. We have a new Patreon. I know.
A new patron? Do we call him patron or Patreon?
Oh, I don't even know. Okay, a patron on Patreon.
Okay.
Which that's a place where you can support podcasts to help pay for, keeping the lights on and maybe mic stands, stuff like that.
That mic stand.
So anyways, Kelly she has a podcast called Boobies and Newbies.
What?
And Kelly is our newest supporter. So thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. You're a peach.
She's a Write It Bitch patron.
Oh, perfect.
So she gets some prizes. And so in addition to our other supporters, just thank you so much. This really helps a ton, and it is.
And you get like cool extra stuff. Like we have extra weird episodes.
I just did our first Patreon only, and I'm like, you get a magnet, and that's not what you were trying to say. I just did our first Patreon only episode, so you can only listen to it if you're one of our 3 patrons.
And it's us.
But it's after the recording's done.
After the bench.
And I left the mics, like late night bench. Like I left the mics on. And we just, the wine kept flowing and we just go all over the place. Let's say if you want to know some interesting things about us that you probably wouldn't have guessed.
And you might not want to know, but you're still going to, like, it might be funny anyway.
It's pretty funny. There's a little slur type thing happening from both of us. And at one point, we didn't even remember that the mics were on. And you're like, wait, you're still recording this? And then I had to bleep out a couple names. But, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
bleep.
Yeah, it gets pretty interesting.
So that's fun.
Join us.
You can hear like extra silly things, and as if it's not silly enough already.
It's not always. It's not going to always be drunk. The next Patreon only.
It's not going to always be drunk, guys. So just don't get used to that. We're about to start drinking right now. I need another drink. We had like Bailey's and coffee, and I was like,
nothing though. I feel
it's like nothing. It's so sweet,
fluffy. Yeah.
And I was like, I really need like a real drink now.
So, anyways,
it's after.
Another Patreon episode will be coming soon. It's an outtakes one, and that's a little silly too. The next news I have.
Yes, get to the news.
Is we have a supporter named Kayla who has been with us since the beginning and a Bench Club member, and she came up with the term benchlings on Twitter a couple weeks ago.
Best.
So it got us thinking and just getting inspired by other Facebook groups like the Gravity Beard Interns, which I talk about all the time and love. There's a big community on Facebook that we want to tap into for 2019, and we're going to try and get some live videos and stuff like that going to just interact with you guys more. And we're like, well, we need a name. Like, we need, like, what are the people who listen to us? Like,
I finally found out what Mal's group is called. It's the Nacho Experts. I was like, Nacho something. And then I was like, and that's based on a super funny episode of
Inside Joke.
The Jodi Arias thing. And like somebody was like an expert at making nachos, and it was dumb. And they made a bunch of jokes about it. And so people were like, we want to be called the Nacho Experts, which I think was hilarious.
That podcast is called Mother May I Sleep With Podcast. And Mal's the host.
Freaking funny.
She just watches Lifetime movies, and sometimes the episodes are 3 hours because there's so much to unpack. She has a rating system like is it as good as like a Tory spelling?
There's so much to unpack.
How are the fonts? Like
sometimes it's like life stuff, you know.
It's just a good
like
chunk of therapeutic.
Yeah,
it's good, you guys.
It's so fun. But anyway, Nacho Experts. That's funny. So like, and then interns, and obviously Murderinos. Everybody knows about that.
Home Trees. That's the more gooder than one. Paranormal Chicks. The Creepsters.
Is that what they're called? Creepsters?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
They say Creep It Real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they Creepsters? Yeah, I think they are. You're
I
right.
don't know. So anyways,
but they have a name, and it's cute like that.
Yeah, we want one of those, too.
We want a cute name.
Yeah. So everybody else is doing it.
Kayla thought of one.
So Kayla came up with Benchlings, and then there was Benchlit, Snackster, and we put a couple things out on Twitter, and Benchlings won the most votes. There were 56 votes, and now we are officially... We are a podcast that calls our listeners something other than listeners. You are now dubbed the Benchlings.
The Benchlings.
Oh, I like that voice. We even have a tiny bench in here from my daughter's fairy bench stuff.
We've been talking about a small bench for a while.
I had one in my house.
You just found it, and I was like, shit,
I didn't know.
Awesome.
I'm going to put it on a headband for you so you can wear it to festivals.
I don't want to wear it, but I do want to put things on it.
Put a necklace on.
We need to get like a little tiny Shauna and a little tiny
Instead of like a big gold initial, we'll just wear like benches like from necklaces.
We'll be so cool.
Anyways, so yeah, that's all my news. It's a lot of stuff.
Really? I thought there was like more stuff.
No.
Okay, just kidding.
That was everything I had. Did I miss something?
I don't think so. I don't know. You had a list.
Right Club apologies. Patreon shoutouts, Patreon only episode, Benchling. My next thing is butter, and that's snack book.
Let's go get that snack. We're super hungry.
Get some butter. Give me that snack book.
We're having a party.
Woo!
It's the bench holiday party.
That's right. There's only 2 people invited. Me and you.
And all of you Benchling listeners.
That's right.
I'm playing my favorite soundtrack, which is the Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack. This song is called Skating. It's magical.
It is.
And we're eating the best food.
The Christmas tree-shaped butter.
Oh, my God.
It turns out it slices into little Christmas tree wedges of butter that you can put on your bread or potato, which is, we're having bread and potatoes.
It's like weird, like Irish poverty food.
I was just gonna say we're
all
Irish right now. And it's delicious.
It's so
the
good.
butter is so good. We just ate like half that Christmas tree, just 2 of us.
You need a lot of butter on a potato because it just completely absorbs it.
This is a pretty small potato, but I have to say it's amazing.
Small potatoes. And then I have this gluten-free baguette.
And it's good, especially with that much butter on it. It's absolutely delicious.
All about how you doctor these things up, right? I'm like, I gotta eat a baguette. I cannot not have a baguette. The baguette's
pretty good. I'm impressed. It's good. It's not bad, actually.
I've like scoped out all.
I kind of feel like I could get this for my family and they wouldn't even realize it. Like, I made them gluten-free pumpkin pancakes yesterday and they all ate them like nobody noticed.
Stuff is not as hard, I feel like.
It's savory or bread. Yeah.
I don't know. But this is all right. You know what? It does the trick. You put some butter on it. It's warm. It's good. Delicious.
I could see eating this bread with like soup or like crusty, like.
I got it to have it with like pasta with my family because they love like
garlic bread. Or...
Yeah, and I love garlic bread. And I was just like, I'm just gonna get this with a bunch of butter on it. And I was like, delicious.
But if you put some garlic on it, it'd be good too.
Yeah, I might do that. I might do that in the future.
Right? Just get motivated, slice it in half, spread butter. Everybody knows how to make garlic bread.
We were just talking about how you can make like a meatball sub with it.
Yeah, that would be good. A sandwich on this would be good. Like a leftover turkey sandwich.
Meatball.
Or a turkey meatball sandwich. Whatever.
I love meatball sandwiches.
They're good.
Damn it.
Aaron got one from, I don't know, the sub shop nearby the other day on a whim. And I just had a turkey sandwich. And then he was like, you want a bite? And I'm like,
I love meatball sandwiches.
Why did I get a meatball sandwich? I don't even know if there was cheese on it. It didn't even need it. Because, like, the sauce soaks into the bread and it's just yummy.
It's delicious.
So you should be really hungry now because this food is amazing.
This is like, and I made nuts.
Oh, yeah. Shauna makes these amazing
I don't bake because I let Trisha do that for me.
Nuts.
These nuts.
You got my favorite nuts, girl.
So I make these spice nuts. It's a Barefoot Contessa recipe.
Spice nuts.
And, okay. So here's what I do with this nut recipe because, like, it's that thing where we were talking about writing in a cookbook.
Yeah.
And so there was a little bit too much salt. I love you, Ina. You're my favorite person in the world.
We would love to come for brunch anytime. Please let us.
We want to hang out. Maybe come here.
Yeah,
in the podcast room. Just hang out with us.
You're welcome to us.
So you're welcome. She's like, I don't want that. But sometimes she puts a little bit too much salt in some of her recipes, or maybe it's just the way I'm making them. I'm not sure.
Or maybe the way she measures, like she's doing to taste, but to have to measure it, like that has to be hard to
Her
ratio.
recipes are usually pretty good, but there's just a little bit too much salt. And then she must like the spiciest fucking food because like she puts chipotle powder in this recipe.
The first year you made them, they were pretty spicy.
You can eat them. Yeah. It was like, no, it was 2 teaspoons of chipotle powder, which is like one of the spicier powders you can get out there, people. Yeah. So I've reduced it to a half. Which is a half teaspoon for the recipe. And then now it's like you get a hint of spice, but it's not like all I can taste is spice and now I can't like enjoy the nuts.
Right. My son can eat these nuts now.
So they have maple syrup.
These tasty nuts and my sweaty balls.
These nuts. So you put cashews. I forgot to buy walnuts, so I just put more almonds. But almonds, cashews, walnuts, pecans. And then you put maple syrup, brown sugar, all the good things in life, pretty much. And a little bit of chipotle powder. There's no butter. And forgetting something. Oh, rosemary. You chop up fresh rosemary.
Yeah,
it gives it like a little, it's that sweet savory because I'm not a huge sweets person. So this is like perfect for me. Yeah. Because it's like a combo. Except I like your cookies. Because everybody likes
I was just going to say, except you like my cookies. But it's nice to have a little palate cleanser of like spicy nuts and then like a powdered sugar ball cookie.
We're officially drinking now. This is our holiday party.
That's right. We just decided we should open some wine and we should just have a holiday party by ourselves.
Hey, listen. You guys are doing it with us.
That's right. We're not alone. Go get your cocktail. Go grab a potato.
Get some butter. Or just whatever you want to put butter on.
Up whatever you want to put butter on. Maybe,
we won't judge.
Maybe don't tell us. If it's personal, it's okay. But
Oh my God.
I don't know why we turn into 6th grade boys all the time.
I don't know either. And it's like,
and you have one. Oh wait, is he 7th grade?
No, he's 8th grade.
8th grade.
No, and I was in the car with him and his friends yesterday, and then at one point, one of the boys said something kind of inappropriate, like about a girl, and I said, "So here's a note, guys. I know I'm cool." I'm like the cool mom, like,
oh yeah,
I'm not really
going to the skate park and whatnot.
But I'm not really that cool. And I said, so you shouldn't say stuff like that about women in front of a grown woman or younger women.
Yeah.
Or maybe you shouldn't say it at all to each other.
What did they say? So they weren't like cracking up at something stupid like, that's what I said or that's what she said.
No, it wasn't like,
it was like,
that's what she said.
Bad against girls.
It was like that girl had a big booty like that. And I was like, don't say that in front of me. Okay, thanks. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to know. Mm-hmm. Don't be mean and talk about a girl being
body
fat
shape
or ugly,
especially when they're that young.
And I was like, and then they said something about some other girl, and I'm all, well, she's a 6th grader and you're an 8th grader, so you shouldn't be looking at 6th grade girls. I was just like schooling them. Woo. Listen, I was in the car with them for a long time.
Yeah.
So then I dropped them off at a dance, and I don't know what happened.
Now they're all, really good human men.
I'm trying to raise a community of men that are skaters, which is like impossible.
Skaters and play Fortnite, but also have respect for those around them.
Well, it's
men and women.
And skaters are like the outlier community. I mean, it's like
still,
yeah, they're like the little rebels.
Are they like Hessians?
No,
just kidding.
What does that even mean? No, they're not Hessians. They're skaters.
What did that mean in the 80s? Do you remember that?
Kind of like heavy metal people.
Yeah, like mullet people.
I don't know, but there was like a thing.
Mullet people.
It's interesting. We should do like a history of Hessians. That might be another episode.
Yeah, we should look it up because I remember
Hessian literature,
like knowing people who were called called themselves that, but I have no idea.
It was the thing, like when we were like in junior high / high school.
It was the 80s thing.
Yeah, and I don't know, but we don't have that anymore. But they still have skaters. Skaters have endured for like a while. Like they're still kicking, and they're like that, but they're like. Usually they don't want to go to the dance, but I think it was just like, there's nothing else to do. I guess we'll go to the dance at the teen center.
They did want to go, but they like made it so they had to go.
And then I was like, you guys smell, I've been skating all day. And then they like ran into one of his friends' houses and like clearly sprayed some like cologne or body spray on because they came back in and they didn't smell as disgusting as they did to start with. Okay, I'm so mean right now. What?
It's okay.
Teen boys are something special. I used to be like, when I was like a young feminist, I was like, boys and girls are just the same, and it's just we just all treat each other. And I'm like, no, boys and girls are different. Now that I have a girl and a boy, and my girl and boy are like really girl and really boy, like traditionally, and it's just like, you know what? Turns out we are different.
I think they're more similar in the younger ages. Like right now, I have a 4 and an 8-year-old girl and boy, and it's like I see more similarities between like my son and daughter. But I think as they get older,
it'll stretch. Yeah, it'll be weird, and I don't know why. And we're just all coping with it.
We're just figuring out as we go.
All right, everybody.
All right,
just don't judge us. Just have some butter and just calm down. All right. I'm not saying that I'm enforcing gender roles.
Have butter and calm down. But my favorite T-shirt.
Oh yeah,
that I need.
Yeah, keep calm and put some butter on it.
Oh, I'm writing that down right now.
The keep calm thing?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a butter one. It's always like keep calm and drink wine, or like keep calm
I'm gonna make that shirt.
Celebrate the holidays,
put
or
some
keep
butter
calm
on
and put some butter on your popcorn.
All right, that's gonna be on our Redbubble merch page soon.
What are you gonna do?
Keep calm and put some butter on it.
That's it.
It's written down here. You heard it here first. Copywritten.
Copyright.
TM.
You have to like. Mail that into the government. Nobody cares anymore.
Okay. I'll just mail it to myself.
Mail it to the government.
Mail this podcast recording to myself.
I'm all envelope. I'm like, the government. And then I just like put it in the mail and see what happens with your return address that has the wrong zip code. Trisha's got a return address label has the wrong zip code. So awesome.
So many of them. I got them free when I like got my prints at Shutterfly or one of those promotional things. And it was like, 25 free address labels every time. So I have collected like 75 of these address labels. And just the other day, I realized the zip code's wrong.
So like Shutterfly, if you guys want to sponsor us, cool. Because like Trisha orders a ton of stuff. I'm about to start doing it. I'm just so behind on pictures and shit like that. But like, hey, we're here. So, you know, you guys, like...
Shutterfly want to sponsor us?
Shutterfly, some just, you know...
We're here for you.
A magnet, a picture, a...
notebook.
Canvas picture.
Whatever.
I don't know. I got to order some of that shit.
We have some cute stuff.
We're doing some, like, holiday Christmas photo stuff that we apparently should order, like, already. So we're just going to do pictures and frame them. I'm, like, not a good planner. I'm a great, like, Amazon shopper.
Yeah.
Because I'm up late at night. Yeah. I emailed Trisha something at 5 a.m. the other day.
Yep.
I had an idea and, like... No, I do my best work, like, between, like, 3 and 5, for sure, lately.
We should trade places, because that's usually when Logan's, like, either peeing the bed or getting up.
When you said that you had to get him up at 3 to pee, I was like, maybe I should just do it, because I always get up at 3 to pee.
I'll just give you a key. You just come on over. Just go in his room. He'll be like, Nina, what are you doing here? And you'd be like, I'm the potty fairy. Let's go pee.
I'm the pee-pee fairy.
Wash your hands. Let's go.
I want to be the pee-pee fairy. Potty fairy sounds like...
Pee-pee fairy.
People are like, this... podcast going down. This is what happens at the holiday party, everybody.
The holiday party, odd conversations, weird side talk. You gotta. I was listening to a podcast.
You gotta love it.
Called "Life Is Messy" with Sarah Stapleton and Chris Green. Super funny, brand new podcast. And it's obviously life is messy. A lot of it's like, you know, having kids and trying to figure out how to do.
I'm chewing far away from the microphone so you can talk.
It's all good. Shauna's eating baguette, gluten free. So anyways, one of the things they were doing, like a list of things you have to be ready for in the holiday, like how to prepare like a holiday boot camp type deal. And they're just winging it. But one of the things one of them said, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which one, was have an escape plan whenever you go to a holiday event. Like know before you get there how you're leaving. Whether it's like we have the kids and we have to leave here at 6:30 so bedtime's not a nightmare, or whether it's like I hate holiday parties and having to do small talk for hours, so I have this reason to leave.
Oh, I'm like, is that one of the reasons? You're all, I hate holiday parties. You just say that? No, but like, you just say that?
Reason. No, I think you make up an alternate reason to not hurt people's feelings.
I was like, that's kind of bold.
I like that whole escape plan thing. Not that I go, and then I was thinking, geez, what are all these holiday events you guys are invited to? Because I'm not invited to any. Are you having one for me besides today?
I mean, I feel like we should. You know what's weird is that now I have a house where I kind of was like, I couldn't pull it together this year, and we haven't lived here long enough to sort of like know
Maybe
a lot of people.
Next year we can have a little party.
Have like a party and invite like people's friends and like, you know.
Next year I'm doing a massive Halloween party because I want one and no one else
want to come.
One. You're invited
My
and you're
kids
also
won't want to come
helping me decorate it.
Okay, good. I want to like be at the holiday party because your aunt and uncle used to have an epic Halloween party.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That was so fun.
That's what I would like to start now.
Look how we're talking about Halloween right now.
It's Halloween and Christmas. We can't get over Halloween. We can't quit you.
You know what? Christmas is just like...
I like Halloween. It's so light and what do you call it? Like,
there's not as
carefree. And
there's not as much pressure on it. There's so much pressure on Christmas.
Christmas is like my to-do list never ends, and there's always so much to do. And then I'm like, oh crap, I still haven't figured out some things that need to be figured out.
You're about to like bake for like 3 days straight.
I am.
Not marijuana. Just actual like baking. It sounded like you were just gonna like light up for 3 days.
Get baked for 3 days straight.
Like, wait, what?
Maybe I should get baked while I bake.
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
That sounded so. Marijuana is legal in California. Everybody, that's where we live. Just cool. To put that out there.
But anyways,
I
could never bake when I was baked because I would just eat everything.
No, I know, but it's just funny because I was like, you're gonna bake for 3 days, and in my mind it was just like you with a bong, like just sitting here, which you would never do because you have children, but. The point being, Trisha's about to get heavy into like some serious baking, and like I've seen it, and it's glorious at the end, but like in the middle, if you catch her, there might be some crying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
It's like training for a marathon. Like mile 40, I start breaking down, man.
I think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again, and maybe I'll mention it every year. One year, Trisha was like, first of all, she had like a table set up in her kitchen. Do you remember that?
I did.
They're like a folding table set up in your kitchen.
So I could Because I didn't have enough counter space.
And then you were like, I'm just going to... And you had like a bowl of melted chocolate in your
ganache.
fridge.
I was making truffles.
And you were like... And then you just sat down and started crying about the truffles. I was like, why are you making these? This isn't even one of your things.
I decided that once a year, or that at Christmas...
This was before kids, everybody, by the way. Trisha's always been like this. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there.
Before a KitchenAid, when I used to like hand mix everything with a hand mixer. I don't know how I did that.
Oh my God, Trisha.
But anyways, somebody gave me a book, like Death by Chocolate something. It was like chocolate, truffles, and desserts. And so, because like my mother-in-law really loved dark chocolate, and so with my mom, I was like, I'm going to make a different like dark chocolate candy in addition to 5 kinds of cookies every year.
And you always make fudge. You're like, oh, I just threw some fudge in here that I made with like...
So easy.
Just like so easy. Like, but nobody makes anything. So it's like amazing when you're like, I just threw some fudge in there also.
People do. But like truffles is not like fudge. Fudge is like a dump and pour situation where you just like let it chill. Truffles is like you have to...
ball them up or something?
Drain raspberries to get the seeds out to make a filling.
No, you were like, you just sat down and cried, and I said, Trisha...
I made all the ganache, which
I was
is like
throw it out, or just eat it with a spoon, and don't make the truffles.
I ate some of it with a spoon.
You didn't make the truffles, right? Because it was just like, I was like, you can't do it right now. And you were just like, I can't do it.
It was like 1 a.m, and I was just done, and I was going to make one more thing, and I just broke.
You would make like... I know, it's just funny because you're always like, oh, and I just made some of these. And it's like something that would be like the whole thing that I ever made. Like, it'd be like, like chocolate dip pretzels or something. I'd be like, that's all I made this year. And you'd be like, and at the last minute, I just whipped up like 20,000 chocolate pretzels. And I'll be like, when? When did you do that? In the middle of the night.
Yeah, I get a little crazy.
Well,
I have my mom to thank for that because she had a great cookie tray presentation. So she got a big ass tray
presentation,
and it had to have like a few things in the center, and like a crudité like with carrots and tomatoes or whatever. It had to have all different cookies on it and like
and a crudité.
No.
Oh.
Much like one where you have carrots and peppers.
There was a crudité mixed in with the cookies. This is gross. Like or like very innovative. I don't know.
I don't think it works.
No.
But there had to be like not just like 3 kinds of cookies on the plate, and you could never have a platter with just one kind of cookie. Every platter, and she used to make them for all my dad's employees and all the neighbors.
It's a lot.
Platters.
People. It's a lot.
Not just like a little baggie of cookies for the neighbors, which is what I do, but platters. And they're hand-painted Santa Claus faces.
Oh, no, those are intense and beautiful.
I've cried over those, too.
They're a lot of work.
The cutout cookies that we would make as kids, but she would do like some nice ones on the side, and then there would be like the cookies with the Hershey Kisses.
She's all, these are the shitty ones that my kids made.
These are the ones we're eating,
and then these are the really good ones that I made by myself in the middle of the night.
And then there would be the Russian tea cookies or snowball cookies.
No, those are the best. We've already talked
white
about
powder,
that.
And then there would be molasses, like not gingerbread. Oh, what's the other?
Really?
What's the other molassesy cookie?
A molasses cookie?
No. Maybe it was a gingerbread. It was a ginger snap. Ginger snap.
Oh, I love ginger snaps.
So then there were ginger snaps.
What?
And then there were those cookies you do with the little gun that you press through and you put little sprinkles on them.
Oh my God, those were
little
so
almondy ones.
Those were so good.
And there were little
I remember those.
Christmas trees, green Christmas trees like that with sprinkles on them. And then there were, so what do we got? We got
That's a lot of cookies.
Snaps, we got Santas. We got cutout cookies. We got snowballs. We got press cookies, which are those little green ones. And then there would be...
The Russian tea cookies. Did you already say that?
I said that, yeah, the Russian tea cookies. So that's 5 kinds of cookies. And there would be 2 kinds of fudge, chocolate and peanut butter, and English toffee. Okay, so that's 8 things. Then there would also be...
Is that why you're just whipping up weird shit at the last minute?
Yes. Because
like, there's just not enough...
Where the tray has to have a big variety of things on it.
I never knew this about you. Why there were so many random extra things that got added at the last minute.
There can't just be one thing. So I can't just have like a tray of snowball cookies for you. I have to be able to mix it up with like, not 3. That doesn't look right on a tray. 5 looks good on a tray.
Usually 3 is like the thing.
I don't know. My mom...
No, she's probably right. She knew.
It was
she knew everything.
It was way too much. It was way too much. And there were more cookies. I can't think of Sometimes there were snickerdoodles with green and white sprinkles on top of it.
A snickerdoodle.
No chocolate chip cookies because that's not a Christmas cookie. That's an everyday cookie.
Everybody. So just shut up if that's what you were thinking about. I think we used to make chocolate chip cookies with my parents, actually. We used to do a weird thing. There was this period of time where we were making croutons.
Me and you, or you and your mom?
No, my parents and I.
Oh, I did. I went through a thing where I was making croutons.
We would do like a basket, and I think I would
like a basket of croutons.
We would make our own croutons. This is so weird. I just remembered it. So we did this for like a couple years. It was like our weird factory of like croutons, and like I think we would make chocolate chip cookies. But we would make this like butter garlic like thing. And what else did we make? And fudge. We used to make fudge, chocolate chip cookies. It's so weird that I'm remembering this right now. I completely forgot about it. And croutons. And it was like, here's your basket of croutons, fudge, and chocolate chips. So there's 3 things. That's why I'm stuck on the 3. Yeah. There had to be a savory thing.
Yeah.
Because
No. So my mom would make her own Kahlua.
What?
Yeah. In the bottles with like stoppers, she would like make her own Kahlua.
How do you make your own Kahlua?
I have no idea. Like with coffee, liqueur, and some other stuff, and you like let it sit for a long time. I have no idea.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I never had that.
I didn't either. I was too young.
Oh. She didn't make it when I knew her. God damn it. She didn't make it. I feel like once we were in I was in late junior high, she didn't make it Once
anymore.
You were old enough to drink, she's I'm just going to cut this out. Because Trisha's going to drink all the Kahlua.
That's right.
And no cookies.
When I was 13, I was just like, Kahlua. No. I was like the opposite of that.
All I've ever made is for a while I was into peppermint bark. Yes. Remember when that was my thing? Yes. I would make peppermint bark, and then I just started realizing you could buy it at Trader Joe's, and I was like, fuck that. And then I started making granola, which I'm going to make, which is also a Barefoot Contessa recipe. Thank you so much, Ina. But I've changed it a lot over the years. And then I make these nuts, and that's it. And I used to make
bread.
I used to make gingerbread bread, but I would buy it. But I would buy it at like Trader Joe's. I never made it from scratch.
You baked it though.
Yeah, I baked it in a cute little thing.
But you said that when I bake a cake from a box, it does.
No, but
count.
I'm just saying, if we're going for the scratch thing, the nuts and the granola and stuff are from scratch.
That's from scratch.
But
all the cookies are.
I just stopped with the bread. It doesn't even matter now. I'm gluten free. Yeah. And I was the one that liked it. I made it. I brought it so I could eat it mostly. Yeah.
No, we used to add that to the cookie tray. My mom's. I gotta dig through the pictures and see if I can find a picture of one of her cookie trays from the early 80s.
That's going to be epic.
Truly impressive. And we had all these tins that she kept all the Christmas stuff in.
I know. You still have them.
So I have a bunch of them. I don't have all of them.
But you have a lot. I've seen them.
But there would seriously be 10 to 12 tins of things. Each one with a different thing in it. Different kind of cookie.
It's so magical. It's like a magical tin.
My mom would start baking at the beginning of the month. And she would just bake continuously all month long. And then we were allowed to do some things, but not everything.
She's like, stay out of this shit. I'm going to make it good, and you guys are going to fuck it up.
No, she let us cook with her.
Of course she did. That's why you know how to do it.
Yeah. No,
and you're so sweet and patient. You're like, I'm doing it with my kids. And I'm like, I can't do anything with my kids because I'm super frustrated. And I'm trying to teach them both how to cook. And intermittently I will. I made gravy with Griselda this year. Yeah. But I get frustrated.
It's difficult.
I have no patience.
Yeah.
I have way less patience than you.
Well, when it comes to baking with flour and eggs, there's so many things to spill and break, and it's just such a mess.
No, and it's weird. Okay, sorry everybody. We're off on the biggest food tangent right now. So this is a food podcast today during our holiday episode.
Better with butter food.
No, but I just because we learned. I mean, even though I'm not a good baker, I learned all the things how you're supposed to measure things and blah blah. And so then I'm trying to teach
we all
my kids.
Had home ec in junior high.
This is a liquid measuring cup. This is a dry measure. I get all weird about stuff like that, and I'm really big into measurements anyway. But so yeah, I can't do it. It's stressful.
It's a lot. I'm starting to feel really stressed right now.
I'm sorry. About it. Have some more wine.
Thank you, Shauna.
Have wine, potatoes, and bread. Just put some butter on that.
Just carb load that with a lot of butter, and then you're going to get through the cookie making season.
Okay, we're supposed to write. Can we do it right now, do you think?
Yeah. Well, first, we're going to play a promo from Kelly, our newest Patreon's podcast called Boobies and Newbies.
Oh my God. I'm so excited about that podcast.
Okay, so the podcast has a great premise. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's a podcast about romance novels. But what she does is she has her guest who doesn't really read romance novels read one and then come on and talk about their experience because they're a newbie at reading about the booby, right? So I don't know if she says that. I just said it right now.
No, that kind of makes sense.
So anyways, Callie loves rom-coms, and so when she first read her first, romantic book or whatever, she's like, oh, it's like reading a little rom-com, and she got really into it.
I used to love the like YA ones like that. I used to buy them at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You just buy them, and I like read all of them like 10 times. Sometimes I think about them like they were a movie or like it happened in my real life, and I'm like, wait, what was that story? That wasn't my life.
Like the Sweet Valley High books?
Kind of like that, but like there were a bunch of other random offshoots.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I used to buy them at the grocery store. I'd be like, hey, Mom, and they were like $3 or something.
She's
and
like,
she's
sure,
just
buy
like,
a book. Yeah.
Yeah, go read.
Yeah.
You weird kid. Yeah.
So anyways, Kelly, we're loving your show and happy to promote you right now. So we'll take a break for that and come back and write something.
Write club. I mean, write it, bitch.
It's okay. It's our own write club of 2.
I know. I was like,
oh, you messed it up.
Hey everybody, this is Kelly Reynolds, and I'm the host of Boobies and Newbies, the podcast that asks novice romance readers to think outside the dick in a box. Join me for a new episode every Friday as we review romance novels with non-romance readers. From the sweet, loving fairy tale romances of the Highlands. Who cares about up against the wall by the fruit trees? Like, where's the dragon?
Inside the belly of a dragon.
To the naughty erotic threesomes with Navy SEALs.
Sex was a 10. I mean, you cannot get any better than this book. Come on, you guys.
Good.
Really.
We read it all. Check us out at Booby Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram. Listen to previous episodes on any podcast streaming platform. And stay tuned for our upcoming holiday series, The 12 Days of Boobsmas.
Write it, bitch.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, what I was just saying to Shauna is that I am making up so many recipes with her nuts right now. She has the best nuts.
We're eating them right now.
They're so
and
good.
We're talking about the nuance of how like a pecan was like a burnt brown sugar
And like a little chipotle
is delicious.
I just thought of a recipe. So pecan pie is traditionally very, very sweet pie. And people say like Erin doesn't like it because it's too sweet. And you'll put like vanilla ice cream or whipped cream.
And I love it. And I'm not a big sweets person, but I love pecan pie.
It is literally all sugar and eggs.
Pecan.
There's not any flour in pecan pie. So like it's actually gluten-free if you have a gluten-free crust.
I found a gluten-free crust.
Which you have. And I have pecans.
Trader Joe's.
And you have the seasoning. And I think we need to make a chipotle pecan pie. And I think it's going to be amazing.
And we're going to tell you about it. And now that this is a cooking podcast / baking podcast / writing.
It's moving into that.
So we've been having a little bit too much fun with our holiday party. And we've had a little bit of wine on our writing break right now.
I mean, when it takes us 4 hours to record one episode that's under an hour, that tells you that
that's a party.
We're having a good day.
Listen, we don't get to hang out that much.
Listen.
It's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. No, we haven't in a while. It's been a couple weeks, it feels like. I don't know why.
It's been ages.
It hasn't been, but it feels like it has.
I know. I'm like, I just saw you last weekend
Just
for your
because
birthday.
so much shit goes on in 1 week. It's like...
No, we had to do a big download about like a bunch of stuff before we started. And then it was like, oh, an hour's gone by. And we were just like talking.
Oh, and now we have to bake a bunch of potatoes and cut the butter.
Slice the butter tree.
All right, so this is the Write It Bitch section where we have a writing prompt.
With a brief food intro. This is indeed
this
the
is
writing prompt.
Another food episode. But we warned you.
It's the holidays, you guys. Come on.
Butter is happening.
But this writing prompt is not about food.
No.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Okay. Or maybe it should be, but it's not. Okay, writing prompt. Here it is, everybody. 3 minutes. We already did it. But
3 minutes, no editing, and we're reading it raw, live now.
Raw.
Raw.
Okay, here's the writing prompt.
WW Bench.
No.
Raw. No?
Okay. They stole things no one would miss, like time and pennies and sleep. All right.
Is the answer children? children for $50.
I know. We're like Jeopardy.
It seems like that. Like you need to answer it. Okay, you're gonna read yours?
I'm gonna read mine because I already have my book up.
You do.
I've had too much wine. Sorry, everybody.
Book up.
Our
tits up,
holiday
go.
party, like between just us here, got really crazy.
That's right.
But it's like really moderate crazy. We're like, hey, we drank too much wine and now we're gonna write.
We're eating a bunch of like spiced nuts and drinking wine. Woo!
It's the holidays. Woo-hoo. Okay, here is mine. Benchlings. They still things we won't miss, but then do. Our time. Never enough pennies. Mic stand, stickers, magnets. Need a pen and mobile equipment. They take our sleep. Shauna's up at 3 a.m. writing snack books in her phone. The benchlings. We are them. They are us. Our muse, our conscience, our encouragement to go on in the face of fires and moving in life and holidays and birthdays. The benchlings. Tell us we can do it, and for some reason we believe it. Fuck sleep, fuck pennies, fuck time. The benchlings are us and we are them, and thanks. We needed a kick in the ass. What better than friends on a bench?
Oh my God, that was like a love story to the benchlings.
I love the benchlings.
Oh my gosh. We should have ended with yours. That was really good.
Oh, sorry. To yours.
That was really cute. Mine's not about benchlings. But.
So everybody, this is very like real. We literally don't read each other.
No, and I thought we were going to write the same thing.
Oh, that's
I had
funny.
a weird feeling.
I did too. And I was like, I wonder if you're going to write about what I'm going to write about.
I know. I thought you were going to write about what I was going to write about.
Okay, so do yours now.
But you didn't.
But I wonder if I could have. And
You
so
could
now I'm going to
have.
guess. Okay.
I bet this idea crossed your mind because we were talking about it today too.
Okay, maybe.
Okay. Why? Why did I buy into the fucking elf on the shelf?
I almost did the elf. I almost did an elf. You're right.
I know.
I went against, like how that one time when
You
you were
went
like,
against
you
your
went against
instinct?
your like Monday or Sunday or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
I went against it because I almost did. Okay, sorry.
I was afraid you
Did
were going
not
to do that too.
mean to interfere.
It's okay.
Keep going. Start again.
Why? Why did I buy into the fucking elf on the shelf? And we have two. One boy, he's called Elf. I know. Super original. And a girl called Cookie. Every night they must magically move after visiting Santa. And you know what that means? I lose time and sleep. And although making snow angels with a toy and sprinkles cost only pennies, I still harbor major resentment for these little elf fuckers. And oh my God, don't look at Pinterest. Suddenly you'll find out that elves in other families zip line into the house or bring chocolate with cute signs that say free reindeer poop. Apparently, kids eat this shit up. I hope mine never compare our elves to their friends, because they'll probably wonder why our elves are so fucking lazy. One thing my mother-in-law was right about when it comes to Christmas and Santa and keeping the dream alive, don't add.
Don't add stuff
Don't
to it.
add stuff.
Right.
Don't add more magic. There's already enough magic.
You're like Santa. Hey.
Now I've got to
comes
have
in.
them believe in Santa and all of that. And also elves.
The elves are hardcore. And yeah, don't look at Pinterest. Well, this is a
It's
weird
kind of fun
thing
to look
about
at Pinterest,
Pinterest.
honestly. But
Like, it's like
they are hardcore on Pinterest.
Pinterest can either be like your best friend or your worst enemy. That's how I feel about most social media, I hate to say. But like, it's like, you can be like, oh my God, I found this hilarious meme. Or like, I find writing prompts or like quotes or like cool shit.
Or something cute.
Or like recipes. Or then you see
an organization and you're like, I will never be that way.
Yeah, and then you're like, never mind. It turns out somebody like Pinterested the fuck out of like their life, and it's like way better than mine.
Or it just looks that way on Pinterest. It probably
So
isn't. And their
cute.
hair is probably falling out from that fucking coordinated cupcake thing they did at their kid's birthday party.
Slowly like miserable.
Yeah.
Well, slowly miserable. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Somewhat
right now.
miserable, but hiding it from the world.
It's a tough time of year, everybody.
That's why Facebook's hard, because it's the perception, folks. And I only put things on there that are the perception I want people to have of me.
Plug. We've been both listening to / reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Such a good book.
Read that book. Listen to it. However you consume books. But like, it's one of my friends at work told me about it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna like. I was like having a very long, horrible commuting day, and I was like, I'm gonna download it right now and listen to it on the way home. And like, it really it basically captured how I feel about a lot of things, which is like this idea that like we have to be happy all the time and we have to be like perfect.
And then if you achieve the happiness, you will be truly happy and nothing will bother you anymore.
Yeah, which doesn't happen.
And that's false.
Money doesn't bring it. Because like people that, guess what? There's tons of celebrities and famous people who have a ton of money.
And have a lot of problems at home.
They're not happy.
Yeah.
So we're not, but you know what? You're never going to be happy all the time.
But you have to have a balance of unhappiness and happiness to even know what happiness is. And the subtle art of not giving a fuck is not about becoming apathetic. It's about choosing what you decide to feel upset or bad or guilty about. And understanding that it is part of your nature to have those bad feelings too. Yes. And those bad feelings don't mean you're doing it wrong. They mean you're a normal fucking human being.
You're living life.
Yeah, because you don't get to just not ever have bad feelings.
That's not part all of rainbows life. And lollipops, people.
You got to have ups and downs, highs and lows. You know, like, and you can't just have highs. And
that's called drugs, everybody. Okay? It's called drugs and too much alcohol. Okay, we had a little bit of wine. Although wine does make you reflect sometimes. But I would just say, I mean, that's exactly what I got out of it, too. I was just like, oh, we're always striving for that moment where everything's going to be fine. You're going to be, well, I think we had a monologue from some show or something where it's like, you know, pretty enough, smart enough, skinny enough. It's like, when are you going to get there? And then when you get there, then you will be happy.
But you won't, though. You'll want something else.
And then once you get there, you'll be like, what about this? What about that?
Yeah.
You know?
It's never enough.
Like,
but that's what
30 pounds ago, I was still like I am now. I mean, like, I just weighed less.
Us motivated.
My clothes fit.
I feel like to keep doing, to keep trying. Because if we had everything, I think we would just end up making ourselves miserable. Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard balance to find, but realizing that nobody can ever just have that perfect happiness that you see on Facebook or Pinterest or whatever, and that everybody has highs and lows.
And that is the true meaning.
It's important
of Christmas. No, just look, everybody. This is like the end of the year, and then you start to reflect, and you start to make resolutions, and like la 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 la. And like, look, we're gonna do a whole episode about that because love like I said starting before, over.
We love to fail hard.
No, but see, that's the thing. Even is looking at us failing. It's like, well, not really. I mean, we're gonna make a bunch of goals, and we're not gonna achieve all of them. But if we achieve half of them. We're doing great. Like, some people don't make any goals.
Like one goal. I'm good with that.
We just want to like take a walk or something.
Yeah, we want to walk more. We're gonna walk hard. We're gonna list hard.
We're gonna write hard.
We're gonna write hard, and we're gonna Facebook group hard in 2019. Everything we do in 2019 will be hard. If you're not giggling at that, I don't know what to tell you.
It's a lot. Anyway, we got very
It's beginning to look a lot like New Year's.
We got a little like up in the rafters,
right?
That's okay.
But the writing prompt was fun. Going back to that,
no, well, that's why I feel like it's funny because the whole idea of benchlings. Well, first of all, the fact that they might be like little tiny people sitting on a small bench is like cute. Very amazing to me.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, side note, really quick, side bench. My aunt
the littles,
yeah. Yes. My aunt used to tell me there were these littles,
that's
and
that
when I went to bed, they would like slide down my nose like a slide, and they would like run around, and like I really kind of believed.
My daughter would freak out if you told her that.
I know. Well, I won't tell her that. I loved it though. I loved maybe because I was an only child. I don't know, but for some reason I loved the idea that there were all these little friends around and that they like did mischief at night. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't mean. It wasn't scary.
You read The Borrowers, right?
Yes.
They were little tiny people with tails.
Yep.
And they were the ones that stole your like paperclip or your pen or your cap or whatever.
I love that. But I think benchlings are like that. And also our community of people that are like cheering us on and like inspiring us to be better. Yeah. And like I need that because sometimes I'm just like about everything. And then like you'll be like, read a couple of our reviews and people are so sweet and so like encouraging. And we're like,
amazing.
Yeah, we're like kind of doing something and like we're all writing together and like we want to do more of that in the new year. Yeah. And it's inspiring me. And yeah, sure, I don't sleep as much, but I probably would find something else not to sleep about if it wasn't this. So might as well be something cool.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's fun, guys, and we really enjoy this whole process and the family we've created and all the people we've met virtually.
Love ya.
Holy crap. So, I mean, things aren't ever going to be perfect for anyone, but like,
nope.
This is pretty cool. And we wouldn't want to do anything else all day on a fucking Sunday than to hang out and eat butter and nuts and drink wine. I mean, come on.
And talk to you guys.
That's right.
Like, seriously, this is like the best holiday party ever. Thank you for joining us for it.
Thank you, Benchlings.
Thank you, everyone. And
Benchlings.
If you want to join us on Patreon or Coffee or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
It's all in the show notes.
It's all
or on Twitter.
Two girls on a bench.
Yep.
You know
two
who
girls
we
on
are.
A bench.
If you don't, well, then you do know. So there you go.
And thank you for everyone who donated to the Ventura County Community Foundation for our birthday fundraiser. It's actually Shauna's birthday in 2 weeks.
Dun,
so
dun, la, la.
we'll have to celebrate that at the beginning of the year. And maybe we'll do something crazy, Shauna. I think we should get tattoos.
We want to, but like,
bench tattoos.
It's gonna take like a long time.
We'll see.
Maybe we should just get a bench, huh?
Like a little tiny bench, both of us.
Okay, we're thinking about it, everybody. Should we do a poll?
Got any artists out there? Help us out here with a little tattoo idea.
A little baby bench?
I mean, I kind of wanted to get
words.
What if we
just got a... Well, yeah, I wanted to get words. Yeah. Actually, because I love words, and that's how my brain works.
Just like a little tiny bench on our butts.
I don't want a bench on my butt. I want a bench somewhere I can see it, and I can't see my butt most of the time.
Right.
Unless I'm looking in a mirror or something. I want to be like, there's my little bench.
Yeah.
Where will I put it?
Benchling bench.
Ankle?
I don't know.
Like everyone got, like when we were in college, like a tattoo on our ankle.
Like a daisy and a bench.
A daisy on a bench.
And a dolphin.
And like a heart. Okay, maybe not that, but...
Okay, we're not trying to offend people who have those
also,
tattoos.
Like, we're just remembering what people did. Yes. And if you have that...
I want a tramp stamp of the bench.
Great.
Just kidding. Oh my God. Talk about offending people who have tattoos.
So, by the way, we're super offensive.
Oh, man.
And this is when the holiday party goes bad.
Yeah, I just, like, did that weird talking thing.
This is that thing where you cut somebody off.
I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was like, cool topic, tattoos. And then I was like, tramp stamp. And they were like, you had me at tattoos, and you lost me at fucking tramp stamp.
Yeah, no, you can't do it.
No, don't say that shit, Trisha.
Don't talk about it.
Sorry, you guys.
Everybody picks their own thing to put in their own place.
She just get like a fully colored, like our sticker, just a full colored. I'm just kidding.
I just want a bench kind of. Actually,
just
with
like
nothing
a little
on
black
it.
And white, like.
Oh my God, you guys! If we get it, we're gonna like tell you about it.
Yeah, that would be cool. We should live podcast a tattoo, just us screaming. I don't know. Neither one of us has ever had a tattoo.
What would that sound like?
We have no idea. Like ow,
ow.
Oh my God, you guys! Ow!
Okay, so we just did it. So we're done. Okay,
tattoo's done.
All right, maybe New Year's resolution.
I don't know. We'll see. Let us know if you have any ideas, because obviously we're new to this, and that was just like a total spur of the moment idea. So,
all right. Happy holidays, everybody! Thank you for joining us for our holiday party.
I hope
with
you have
butter.
Like really good everything.
I hope you have a lot of butter. Just put the butter on it, and you're gonna be fine.
What did we say?
Keep
calm and put some butter on it.
That's it.
So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, keep writing.
Keep snacking.
Bye.
Bye.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.